Okay, great morning. It is the 9th. Things are not getting better here. It's getting worse. But I've got an appointment set up today for a regular doctor, outside doctor, because I cannot get any prescriptions filled. Nothing without having a regular doctor, and they are not giving me a doctor at the VA until the 24th of March. So I have to get an outside doctor so that I can get any kind of pain medication. Because now I'm sitting here with absolutely nothing, and the shingles, the pain is not getting any better. It's getting worse. Anything, temperature change in any sort of way sets it off a flare. If I have something, I made the mistake of drinking something cold last night. I had that first sip, and man, it went off again. I had the light on up here. I bent over to open up the thing. That set it off. So any kind of temperature change sets it off. Yeah, it's not good. So anyway, I wanted to do a morning read. I'm doing the Black Moon astrology cards. I'll do one of the Wisdom of the Oracle. And I'll do one of the Mausolea Oracle of Souls. Let me take these out. I also found out through doing some research, they've been under-medicating me. The tramadol is not touching it. And it says if you have the shingles like I have internal, and it's the severe pain, they should be having me on some sort of a codeine, Darvocet, Percocet, that type of painkiller. And so it's the equivalent of basically putting me on baby aspirin for if you're having migraine headaches. So they're not giving me something that works. One good thing I can say, though, is that it's not going as much in the ear now like it was. It's mainly down here, down the shoulder, down the back, but the worst is up here in the brain stem. That's where it's going, and that can be very dangerous. That can be very, very dangerous, and that's getting worse. It's getting worse. And when you go into the doctor, they're supposed to take a history. They're supposed to write down exactly what's happening. They're not doing it. Okay? Okay, first one is Nyx, Enchantress of the Night. Yeah, they added that amitriptyline to the GABA pens, and it's truth be told. And so far, it's not helping anything. You know, I think I'll have to probably have the surgery or something, but I can't I can't get a consult with the neurologist until I get somebody a regular primary care. I'm just they've got me between a rock and a hard place there where, you know, there's nothing that I can do but sit here and be in massive pain every hour. Last but not least is Mercury, mind. So we're going to have to get the cards and read what these say to put this together. Mind, truth be told, vigilance, subterfuge, and secrets. Okay. So let's see what we have. If this is going to not be easy because talking sets it too. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh or otherwise they'll kill you. Well, that's reassuring, isn't it? I want to turn on a light to see, but that's not a good idea. Let me see if I can find my glasses here real quick. Well, I'll spend the time. Okay. Mercury, the planet of intelligence and talking, is the closest planet to the sun, also making it the fastest planet to move through the zodiac. The Mercury card suggests you must put effort behind your talk. God Mercury is the Roman counterpart of the Greek god Hermes, messenger with wings at his heels and on his hat, connected to everything associated with the mind, quick wit, brevity, mental flights, trickery, inspiration, also movement, as in moving ahead, also transits. Mercury gives poetry to the imagination, since the gods Mercury and Hermes are related to the Egyptian god Thoth, the god of writing, patron of scribes and those who work as a divine mediator and interpreter. God Mercury and his counterparts also have very much to do with magic and medicine. When it comes to the body, Mercury rules the eyes, brain, nerves, as well as fingers and toes. Well, that one's up my alley right now, isn't it? In ancient Greece, Hermes was the god of roads and transportation and was the son of Apollo, the sun god. This makes sense, Mercury being closest planet to the sun. Mercury is a comedian, but he can be a bit of a trickster. Just when energy seems to be flowing one way, Mercury changes the direction. Might we add, Mercury is spontaneous and insanely flexible. Let's see. Mercury is wisdom and stupidity found in intelligence when it is not connected to the heart or feelings. Mercury maximizes the imagination, but can symbolize the liar when it comes to double talk with mixed meanings. It's the planet of gaslighting, causing purposeful confusion in the minds of others to gain something not really deserved. However, Mercury shows how mentally sharp and flexible we are, our mental range, and how eloquent. Mercury tends to be chatty, superficial, into playing games, psychological games, and other types of puzzles. Mercury governs friendly relationship, also the Freudian slip where you say something that doesn't come out as intended but actually reveals your real thoughts. When Mercury card presents itself in a reading, it is time to use all of your mental faculties to get your point across. Words and how you use them are very significant. It may mark a period where you either have to talk your way out of something or talk your way into something. Whatever the reason or occurrence, how you communicate, though writing or speaking, is of utmost importance here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Mercury, mind. Let's go on to Truth Be Told. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to philosophy of adherent or believer. This is not time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic, gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. Okay. So yeah, like I said, always honor the truth. Don't pad it. Don't, be like I said, transparent with it. Like I'm sitting here trying to be transparent with what's happening with this, in hopes that people see this is nothing to play around with, and please get your vaccination. Okay. Okay, Nyx, Enchantress of Night. Okay, the Enchantress of Night, the embodiment of night. Nyx is the keeper of secrets and observer of truths in Hades' realm. Very little happens there, but Nyx does not know of it through her subtle influences and machinations. Though she may seem at times to work counter to the interests of her lord, she is fully loyal, occasionally encouraging malfeasance to reveal and effectively counter it. Nyx shows that the harmonious and well cared for places are maintained through constant vigilance. Sometimes secret means that things that may seem malicious may be in fact to your benefit. Yeah, we had this lesson, this talk the other day about this, that, you know, sometimes we go through this thing where it looks like it's going to be negative, but it winds up being a positive in the end. And so all that one can do is be transparent and be honest in what they're bringing forward. Okay, and sometimes it takes really putting it out there for it to be heard, which I think is some of the case going on here. I'm going to the emergency room, I'm going to the, you know, the VA walk-in, and they're not hearing what I'm saying. They're not getting it. This is going up in the brain center. They're treating it like rash or something here, and that's it. And that's what they're medicating me for. So hopefully today I did get an appointment with a regular, I think it's a GP, general practitioner here in Las Cruces, because I can't do anything unless I have a doctor. Okay, and like I said, the VA is not giving me a doctor until March 24th. Until then, I go to the emergency room and they say, you know, you need to go to the VA tomorrow. I go to the VA and they go, no, you need to go to the emergency room, and they're bouncing me back and forth. And they say, we've already written you a prescription. We cannot refill it. We cannot, we can't do anything. That's it. Okay. So we'll see what happens, but watching this, thank God the ear part is getting less. That's not as, oh, I can't get my hand up near there. The heat of it just starting to set it off. The ear part is not as bad, but it is getting worse going up in the brain stem, up in that nerve, in that artery that's there. And so that's the concern. You know, it can cause a stroke. It can cause, this is, up in that area is nothing to play around with, but when I go and talk to them, they're not hearing that. They're not listening at all. Okay. I can't go to a neurologist for a consult until I have a regular doctor, and I have to have a recent MRI. I don't have a recent one. My ones, I think, are they're very old, so I have to have a new MRI done and everything. So we'll see what happens, but it's getting more and more sensitive to any type of a heat, anything coming near, any air that would blow it. That's why I don't have anything here. Anything touching here can set it off. And it's getting more often, and the pain is not lessening, and the gabapentin and the what is Amitril, something like that. They're not helping. Amitriptyline, they're not helping at all. So at 3 o'clock today, I'm going to go to a regular doctor here and just see what they say. Hopefully they have a little more compassion than the VA and the emergency rooms do, that send you out with lidocaine. Okay, which is doing nothing. Good luck with that. So I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. we'll see how I'm doing when I get back from the doctors. You know, I would like to be doing more readings, but I don't want to get in the middle of a reading, and this is, you know, I'm having another big episode. Mostly I'm spending my time just sitting here, I mean, absolutely not moving. Because I can feel it again wanting to. So I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. I hope.